Hi, good morning. It is Monday. Yay! Everybody's favourite day of the week. I've just put on my music mix. You can probably hear it in the background. It's one of the ones that I picked out with the children, and I try and play on a Monday morning just to try and get everybody in that, feel good. Yay, it's Monday, the weekend's over now. Everybody's got to go back to work. Everybody's got to go back to the millstone. The kids have got to go back to school. So, I'm still on the bite study, and this is the bite study that I've been on now. It's almost been 4 weeks for Warwick University and Nottingham University. That's the arithmetics you can probably hear in the background. Annie Lennox, right. So, it's Monday, and as I've tried to explain, my weeks for doing the bite study started on a Wednesday, so it goes from Wednesday to Wednesday. I know with some of my blogs I messed up with some of my dates. I can only apologise. And I can also only apologise as to how boring and bland my diary has been and how much the food has been. Because yet again, it's a Monday morning, and what am I eating for breakfast? Cheese on toast with this product. And once again, it's because I'm one of these really picky eaters. So trying to get me to eat anything new, nutritious, healthy, I really do struggle, and I'm not the only person out there, and I'll admit that. And again, mum on the go. But if I could have put it into a shake or, drank it as a liquid, then I would have. But as you can see from some of my previous blogs, I tried that. And unfortunately, because of the consistency of the product, it all goes lumpy and it goes lumpy anyway. I always forget how I never say that word. At the bottom of the cup, which means you're literally eating this green stuff, which is quite powdery still, and it just tastes vile. And and at the end of the day, people, even if they are wanting to be healthy, don't want to be eating things, even if they are good for them, that do not taste nice. Which is why there's a lot of added salt, there's a lot of added sugar, in food. It's not fat, it's flavour, And then they use all these buzzwords like 99% less calories or zero fat or sugar-free. But when you actually read the ingredients on any product, what is in there really that they've had to substitute that product with? Now, on Wednesday, I do have to go back. I have to give them this. It's like a Fitbit. And I know over the weekend there was an article about a man who got burnt by a Fitbit. Now, this was actually from the hospital. And believe me, if that had happened to me over the last 4 weeks, then I think, there would have been a lot of questions they would have had to have asked. So, I can't really comment on Fitbits and how some of them have apparently been faulty and have ended up burning people. So, once again, I think people need to be aware that that is a risk. And I guess one of the things I'd probably recommend to people is if you think that's likely to happen, it's a bit like your mobile phone. They've had cases where mobile phones have exploded and other products. Don't wear it at night. Take it off the bed. With this, I've had to wear it at night because it is a medical study that also, I believe, monitors my REM sleep. Don't ask me how it works. I don't know. And again, I think anyone who's on any medical study or trial, when you're told to use certain equipment, you would like to think that it's 100% or at least 99% safe. Whereas with Fitbits, they are readily available on the market for customers. So again, I can't comment as to whether the person that purchased that Fitbit, maybe he bought a cheaper one and, with them being mass-produced, there was a fault. But again, it's something that people should be aware of. I was actually looking at getting a Fitbit after I'd done this study. But now, after what's happened, I'm not thinking of doing that. What I'm now thinking of doing is buying some weighing scales which measure like your BMI and things. I've seen them online. At least then, once a week or once a month, however I decide to do it, it'd be a bit like, when you go to the hospital. They do your weight, they do your height, They take your blood pressure, they take your BMI, all of this I will have my blood and my urine. Lovely. I will have to do again on Wednesday to see if there's any difference or any change from 4 weeks ago. So what my aim is to do over the next 2 days, because Tuesday I do have to fast in the evening, which is tomorrow, is my aim today is to prep a meal. I had chicken the other day with the product and a bit of cheese, a bit like when I had my healthy chicken burger. So I'm going to have cheese on toast this morning because it's a win-win. It's foolproof. 99% other country, they love toast, they love cheese. So putting this on, cheese on toast, is a winner. Even if you're vegetarian or vegan, there are substitutes out there. You know, even if you've got gluten tolerance, there's breads and things that you can take, or crackers, or, you know, that you can kind of maybe take this dip with, as long as you put something in it that's very strong tasting to make it palatable. What I'm also going to look at doing is cooking a decent meal tonight. The cold weathers are setting in. Unfortunately, I did break my slow cooker. I've got to go out and buy a new one. So again, one of my plans now is with my next blog group that I do, which is going to be my book on porridge. I did mention it in my blog yesterday. I will mention it again today. I am got a book and it's all about porridge. And I'm going to literally have porridge oats with every meal. So that's 3 times a day after I finish doing this blog study. So next Monday, I'm going to give myself a bit of a break. After I finish the study on Wednesday, I'm going to plan my meals. Like most people, I do a lot of online shopping now. And I am going to literally go from front to back. Whether I choose to eat these meals is another thing, but I'm definitely going to aim to cook them. And I'm going to go through the entire book. Now, porridge, as we know, is what they class as a superfood. It's supposed to be really good at reducing helping with your BMI, your cholesterol, help you to lose weight. So another thing I will plan to do is I will have, on Wednesday, I will know my height. I already know my height, but I will know my weight and my BMI, and I can take that away with me so that in a month's time, when I weigh myself again, after getting these scales, I myself will know whether or not there's been any improvements. One of my other plans is, and I've not done it yet, is to take a body cast of myself. Or I guess someone to help me, which is why I'm aiming to do that at the weekend. And then in a year's time, take another body cast of myself on the same day. So if, say, I don't know, it's the 5th of November, it'll be the 5th of November next year. And then I want to compare these 2 body casts to see whether or not there's been any difference into my actual physical physique. Because sometimes you can't always notice. And I don't really want to be getting into the habit of, like, measuring my body constantly, because I don't want to end up, you know, obsessing over this. Like with anything, it's about lifestyle change. It's about those little changes you can do on a daily basis. Like if you're used to eating 4 slices of toast, only eat 3. And then in a month's time, only eat 2. And then in another month's time, only eat 1. And then in another month's time, you probably will find you won't eat toast at all. But I think to cut things out of your diet straight away, it's like crash dieting. It's not good for you. So it's all about, it's not a fad, it's a lifestyle change. And this is what people have got to do. I started my yoga. I haven't been for 5 weeks due to the children being sick. I've now got to say to myself, right, if I'm really seriously going to get myself back on track with my fitness, with my health, then I need to get it done. So yeah, I've had a break due to the children being ill. Now I've got to get back on track and say, right, Mondays, yoga, Tuesdays, swimming, whatever the decision is I make. And the same with my diet. I'm going to be saying to myself, you've got tooth decay, you've been warned, you're aware of the health problems that you've already got. You know, therefore you need to cut out certain food in your diet You need to make sure you brush your teeth, you floss your teeth, you use mouthwash. Again, it's little things like that, you know, that people are absent from their daily lives. They are complacent. You know, we're always on the go. We're in a society where we don't seem to stop. And when we do stop, it's because we've dropped. And as a parent, or even if you're not a parent, it's very easy to get caught up in that bubble where it's like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I can't do that today, no, I haven't got time, I can't do this, can't do that. And I think I am very guilty of that myself, and I'm aware that I'm guilty of this. So the microwave's just pinged. I'm going to go and have my breakfast, take my photographs, and as I've said, once this study is over, it's really been a kick up the ass, I think, that I needed to say to myself, right, stop with the excuses. You need to get focused. You need to start focusing on where it is you want to be in a year from now. So I'm going to sign off and speak to you later.